mentally awake, and morally straight.
Dude. I want to say what an honor it is to be standing here in front of you today receiving this award. I want to thank the people who helped make this possible. My mom, my dad and family, my grandparents, my adult scout leaders, the boys who helped on my project, the church, Mr. Roll, and the Boy Scouts of America. I want to recognize my Uncle Bill Groll for inspiring me on finishing my Eagle project, and my cousins, Kevin Groll, Wesley Groll, and Jason Conley, who preceded me in getting their Eagles, and this inspired me to get mine. I also want to recognize another person that inspired me to get my Eagle. I already said this before, but she had 3 grandsons who got their Eagle Scouts, and this motivated me to become a 4th. Her love and support helped me on my path, my grandma Groll. I've been a scout since I joined Cub Scouts in Pac 205 in the year 2000. So I've been coming to this church for the last 12 years. And when I first joined Boy Scouts, I moved to Troop 206, but eventually I moved back to Troop 205, along with Tom Prevish, Satya Iyer, and Sam Scupian, who was working on his Eagle project at the time. We looked up to Sam, and that's part of why we moved troops. We wanted to move to a troop that sticks together so that we can have a great scout experience. But today there's a particular friend that I want to recognize. Satya Iyer and I went through Scouts together, even went to Fulham together, and he achieved his rank of Eagle a year before me. He has Eagle Corps of Honor last summer, so that he could accommodate his grandparents coming from India. Due to the timing of his Eagle Corps of Honor, not many kids from the troop were able to attend. So I just want to take this moment so that Satya gets the recognition from the troop for receiving his award. Satya, please stand up and be recognized by Troop 205. While preparing for this ceremony, I looked through a lot of Boy Scout photos. It caused me to remember the good times I had in Boy Scouts and the opportunities that presented to me. I remember the campfires, the outdoor activities and games, and all the friends I made along the way. I remember the first summer camp I had. I was with Tom Prevish, and we were sent on a mission by the older scouts to go ask the other camps we could borrow their left-handed smoke shifter and if they had any extra dehydrated water. One time we were hiking in the Lower Highlands, and it seemed that everyone brought his own tent, and everyone was going to be sleeping one man per tent. That night my dad told ghost stories, and I was pretty familiar with all his stories, and so they lost their ability to scare me, even though they're entertaining still. But a bunch of the boys had never heard them before. And by the end of the night, we had a lot of boys sleeping, 4 boys per 1 person tent. I have many other stories like these, and soon you boys who are just joining the troop will have your own. But one of the best experiences I had while I was a scout was going to Philmont Scout Reservation in Cimarron, New Mexico. That I went with 5 other boys from Troop 205. We hiked 70 miles in 9 days and had the experience of a lifetime. It was awesome having the high adventure experience of one day hiking in Desert Valley, 90-degree weather, and the next hikes on top of snow-capped mountains. Yes, Scouts is fun, and it presents many learning opportunities and challenges. My Eagle Service project was a great challenge. For my project, I did landscaping behind this very church. And every guy I've talked to, every Eagle Scout who stood up here to receive their award has told me the same exact thing. Don't fall for the trap of waiting to do your Eagle Service project. And they would tell me the same things. They would say how it seems like you have time, and then it just sneaks up on you, and then you're working to make up lost time. I, like the others before me, said that won't happen to me. But just like the others, I got caught by the trap. I started my project near the start of my senior school year. I realized that with school and football, I was in trouble with getting my project done in 3 months before my 18th birthday. Even though I was able to finish my project on time with a little complication, I realized I put myself in a position, in a difficult position. And Scouts coming up on your Eagle Service projects should heed this advice. Don't put off starting your Eagle project. You'll hear this 1,000 times. It's very important. Take this advice seriously. I'm grateful for all the help I received from my project. I want to recognize these Scouts for their help: Mike Walker, Mike Long, Danny Kreitzberg, and Zach Carnes. I also want to acknowledge the help I received from my dad, my mom, my sister Shannon, Mr. Carnes, Mr. Olaf, and Mr. Long, and my friends Luke Schuley, Kevin Wilhelm, Greg Weinstein, Brandon Fate, and Davey Gregory. I thank everyone who helped. All the while I have advanced through Scouts, I've played football. Football and Scouts have often competed for my time. Although they seem to be in conflict, in many ways, they are complementary to each other. They have complementary codes. Football's code is pride, character, and discipline. Pride. I'm very proud of the great teams I've played on, especially my senior class that was undefeated in the regular season. Discipline. We had discipline each time we went to the gym or practice, and often late in difficult games, when your body wanted to quit, but you had to have the discipline to finish the game. But character. Character was the one element our coaches said we should have and never explained. This is where Boy Scouts made me a better football player. The 12 points of the Scout Law talk about character in a way that football coaches never did. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. This code builds character. And character has allowed me to reach the next level, playing Division I school. This code will help me meet the challenges I face throughout my life, and this code will help you do whatever you set your hearts to. This ceremony tonight represents the completion of my scouting journey that started 12 years ago in this church. My message to you younger Scouts is about the importance of finishing what you started. Loyalty to your troop, cheerfulness in your activities, thriftiness with your time, and courage to stay on the journey toward your eagle will allow you to finish what you've started. It will help you through Scouts, and will help you for the rest of your lives. Scouts is something that, if completed, will reward you kindly, as it has rewarded me. And the most important part of finishing your scouting experience is not about how much you achieve, but how much fun you had along the way to achieving your goal. Again, I want to thank everyone who helped me on my way to Eagle. I wish for the troop's continued success. Finally, I want to wish all the younger Scouts good luck on your climb to Eagle. Thank you. please come up. And in front of the troop, I want to give you this Eagle plaque for you.
Please give the Scout sign and repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance
I reaffirm my allegiance
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize
I thoughtfully recognize
and take upon myself
and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout.
the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout.
On my honor, I will do my best
On my honor, I will do my best
to make my training an example
to make my training an example,
and my status and my influence
my status and my influence
count strongly for better scouting
count strongly for better scouting
and for better citizenship
and for better citizenship
in my troop,
in my troop,
in my community,
in my community,
and in my contacts with other people.
and in my contacts with other people.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
2. Please be seated.
All right, let's move on to Ben next. Will your father, Mr. Dave Groll, pin this badge on this new Eagle Scout?
Yes, I will.
In recognition of the fatherly advice and guidance along the trail of Eagle, I will ask this Eagle Scout's father now to present his son the Eagle Scout certificate and personal letter of commendation from the Chief Scout Executive, Mr. Robert Bazooka of the Boy Scouts of America. No one will ever know the hours and deeds and the unnumbered acts of self-sacrifice and helpfulness from his mother and father to support this young man in reaching his peak in this scouting career. As a symbol of what his father has made possible, the court will now ask Ben to present his father with the father's Eagle pin. As a symbol of what his mother has made possible, the court will now ask this Eagle Scout to present his mother with the mother's Eagle pin. Ben, would you like to make any presentations?
I would like to give this mentor pin to my grandma Groll, for she has had 3 grandsons so far that have made Eagle, and this motivated me to become the 4th.
please escort Ben's parents back to their seat.